An army begins to disappear, not in battles, not in retreats, but one man at a time. Snow covers everything: trees, rifles, bodies. Sound dies in the cold. Breath freezes before it escapes the lungs. Winter, 1939. A war nobody expected to be this quiet. And somewhere in that frozen silence, death is waiting. His name is Simo Häyhä. The enemy will give him another name: the White Death. They never saw him, not when they searched the tree line, not when they shelled the forest, not when they burned entire sections of snow. They only knew one thing: every day, fewer of them came back. At first, they thought it was coincidence, then bad luck, then something else. Before the war, Simo Häyhä was nothing special. A farmer, a hunter, a quiet man from the Finnish countryside. He spent years alone in the forest, tracking animals through snow, learning patience, learning stillness. When the war came, that patience became lethal. Häyhä did not fight like other snipers. He refused to use a telescopic sight. No glass, no reflection, iron sights only. Why? Because even a single flash of light on the lens could mean death. He wore full white camouflage, face covered, rifle wrapped. He shaped the snow around him, turning the ground itself into cover. And then, the detail that terrified his enemies most: he kept snow in his mouth. Not for comfort, for concealment. Warm breath creates vapor. Vapor gives away position. Snow absorbed it. No breath, no movement, no sign of life. To the enemy, it was like being hunted by a ghost. At first, Soviet soldiers didn't understand what was happening. Men were dropping, one by one. No gunfire, no visible enemy. Officers were killed first, then machine gunners, then anyone who tried to move. Entire units froze in place, afraid to stand, afraid to crawl, afraid to breathe. They began to talk. They said there was something in the trees, something white, something that didn't move. They gave him a name: Bielje Smrt, the White Death. Artillery was fired at empty forests. Snipers were sent to hunt him. None returned. In less than 100 days, an entire front line began to thin out. Then the numbers appeared. Over 500 confirmed kills. Some estimates place the number even higher. That means 5 to 10 men a day, every day. In temperatures so cold that rifles cracked, metal froze to skin, and men died simply by standing still too long. Others fought for survival. Häyhä hunted. He didn't hate his enemy. He didn't shout, didn't celebrate, didn't boast. When asked later how it felt to kill so many men, he answered calmly, "I did what I was told to do, as well as I could." No rage, no pride, only discipline, as if winter itself had taught him. March 6th, 1940. The war is almost over. A Soviet sniper finally finds him. The bullet is not ordinary, it is explosive. It strikes Häyhä directly in the face. Bone shatters, teeth scatter across the snow. His lower jaw disappears. Blood vanishes into the snow, leaving only dark heat behind. His face is gone, half of it erased in an instant. There is no scream, no movement. By every rule of war, Simo Häyhä is dead. And yet, his heart keeps beating. His body does not collapse into shock. The human body should not survive this. The pain alone should shut everything down. Blood loss should finish it. Shock should claim him. But none of it happens. Something holds on. Not consciousness, not thought. Something deeper. There is a place between life and death. A narrow space where the body forgets rules. Pain dulls. Time stretches. Instinct takes over. Some men pass through it for seconds. Others stay there. Häyhä had lived on that edge for months, motionless, frozen, silent. Perhaps his body had learned something. Perhaps it had learned how not to let go. Days later, he opens his eyes. On the exact day the war ends, March 13th, 1940. The White Death wakes up in a world that has stopped killing. His face is ruined, his jaw shattered, but he is alive. No explanation, no miracle announced, just a man who refused to die. He never returned to combat, not because he was afraid, because there was nothing left to prove. He lived quietly, hunted again, walked the forests. When people looked at his face, they saw scars. When soldiers looked at him, they saw something else. Someone who had crossed the line and come back. So why did Simo Häyhä survive? Was it the cold, slowing blood loss, freezing death itself? Was it the mind, so calm, so disciplined, that shock never took hold? Or was it something darker? Something war awakens in men who walk too close to death for too long. Some soldiers believe that after enough killing, death stops recognizing you, that it looks at you and hesitates. Simo Häyhä lived to be 96 years old, nearly a century. A man who should have died in the snow with half his face gone outlived almost everyone who hunted him. Maybe survival is not strength, not speed, not medicine. Maybe it is endurance, the refusal to let go, even when the body is broken, even when the face is gone, even when death has already reached out. The White Death did not defeat death. He waited, and death looked away. The forests of Finland are quiet now, but hunters still say that sometimes, in deep winter, they feel watched. No movement, no sound, just silence. And the sense that somewhere, hidden in white, something patient is still waiting. The White Death. The sniper who mastered stillness. The man who vanished into winter. The soldier who would not die. Ghosts of War. This is Ghosts of War. Join us next time as we uncover another unexplained battle, lost army, or legend of war. The past awaits its story.